That third baseman in again, that's A.J. James. And Brock chops it over his head, and that is a fair ball base hit. Runners moving, and now to second and third as Laney throws it all the way to the catcher. Well, that's what happens when you bring that third baseman in so tight. I mean, like girls softball almost. Like he's looking for the bunt, and Brock's not a bunter. And here comes a pitch, and something does happen. The ball's hit up high in the air, deep to left field. This ball's carrying to the fence. This ball is bouncing around the base of the fence. The Dogs will score 1 run. The Dogs might score 2. No throw to the dish, and the Dogs are up 12-3. Brock Harrison hits another double in his sophomore season because he had 7 coming in. He's got 8 now. Brock, you were seeing it well today, even against the guy that throws in the 80s.
Yes, sir. Just wait back and wait for something in my zone.
Was he tough to hit? I mean, when he's throwing that good fastball?
Yes, sir. 6'3", it kind of had an angle on it, and it was hard to pick up.
You guys all got so dirty today. What does that mean?
Got down and dirty and made close plays.
So how do you think the hitting is doing right now, based on what you've seen in the last 6 regular season games and today?
It's been doing better, but we still need to have things we can improve in.
Did you enjoy your first trip into the postseason today?
Yes, sir.
I guess all you young guys, because only DR has played in the postseason, y'all handled it well.
Yes, sir. Just take care of business.
And DR's out in front. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Smith. And here comes his pitch. Fastball, called strike 3. And it was a pretty one. He's 5-3 this season, 7-3 lifetime. Grounder to Lane Adams at short. Nice high hop, throws to first base, and the Dogs win game 1 in 6, 14-3. Here's the pitch. Dalton goes backside, hits it deep. The right fielder came in. He's going back. It's over his head and bouncing to the fence. DR Meadows is running to third base, and Brad Fitzgerald is waving him. Here he comes to the dish, and he's going to score, and McBride slides in safely. They won 14-3 in 6. Here's a ball hit up high in the air by Helton into left center field, back deep, and the center fielder dives for it. He didn't catch that one either. Bulldogs will score another run, and that'll be a double for Brandon Helton. And the Bulldogs lead 13-0. The Dogs are hitting them deep.
We had a lot of practice this week, and we just got a lot of BP, and Fitz just was throwing it up there and letting us swing away.
Did you think that deep blast was headed out of here?
No, sir. I know I hit it good, but I didn't think I hit it that good. I kind of called it out front. If I would have set back, I think I could have went for a ride.
Does this give the team even more confidence coming off a 6-game winning streak to sweep and to do it like y'all did?
Oh, yeah. It just gives us a ton of confidence and just know that how good we can play and that we can make the plays in the field and we can hit the ball very good.
Stevens has walked twice in this game. Oh, he hits this ball into the gap in right center field. That's going to bounce and bounce and bounce all the way to the fence. It's going to score a pair of Bulldogs, and Martin Stevens is around second, digging for his first Bulldog triple. Here's the throw. Is he out of gas? He is safe. He was really slowing down coming toward that third base bag, and he gives the Bulldogs a 15-0 win in 3. Pitch to George, swings and lines it. One hopper to the second baseman, not able to handle it. Bounces into right field. The Dogs score 1. The Dogs score 2. Trey Cloud and Bryce DeLoach, the courtesy runners, coming in the scores. The Dogs take a 7-1 lead. Dogs are trying to keep this trend going of scoring in every inning since the first. Martin swings and lines it into left center field, and it drops in for a base hit. Not caught by the left fielder Dalton, and the Bulldogs will score a run, hustling to the plate as Brandon Helton to put the Dogs up 9-2. Martin Stevens going backside with a looping shot, and Dalton almost made the catch out there. The senior George Lukey entered the game with a .400 batting average and a 9-game hitting streak in which he was hitting .529. And he sends one into right field for a base hit. That scores Martin Stevens. And here comes a throw to the plate from the relay man, and safe there. Another run coming in, and this time the Bulldogs will make it out. Dalton McBride out. The air's ready. A 1 pitch, grounder to Lane Adams. Scoops it up, flips it to second, and the Dogs win game 1, 12-2. They once again take care of business in the postseason. They've opened up with 3 run rule victories. The game-winning pitcher, DR, you were masterful in game number 1. How did you approach it?
Came out throwing strikes early, and we put some runs up early in the game, and just felt comfortable up there with the lead and did what we had to do.
And that was 3 straight run rule victories for you guys. That's kind of rare in the playoffs.
Yes, sir. We're hot right now, and it's a good time to get hot this time of the season rather than at the beginning and lose it. But I'm glad we're hot right now. Maybe we can roll it over to the Elite Eight.
Why do you think the team is so hot in the postseason and at the end of the regular season?
We want it, Barney. We want it real bad right now, and we see as far as we can go, and hopefully come out this thing.
Seven, bottom half of the 8th. Lukey steps out, and George steps back in with his open stance. Here's the pitch. Swings and lines to right side. Base hit! Bulldogs are going to win the game. Yes, they do. George Lukey's a hero. Dalton touches home, and the Dogs take him in 2, in 5, and in 8. And the celebration begins on the left side of the field as all the Dogs run over that way. George Lukey's a hero, and he does extend his hitting streak to 11 games, jumping on that pitch and once again hitting it to the right side. The Dogs win 8-7 in 8. You drove in the game winner. You went backside a couple of times earlier. How did you go backside that time and do it so successfully for the RBI hit that won it?
Yes, sir, buddy. I've been working backside all the first game. I was working backside really hard. They kept throwing me outside, but I made that adjustment. And the catcher behind me this game, the game-winning hit, he said, do not throw this guy inside. So I didn't know if it was a trick or whatever, but, I mean, he threw that ball outside, and I just went where it was pitched. I
noticed right before that at-bat, you kind of went down into a crouch down on the ground. Were you thinking about something in particular?
I was praying to God, man. Everything about it. Thoughts started running through my mind. Baseball playing with Dalton McBride, Mud Dogs. I'm talking the very first time I stepped on the field, it started running through my mind. Coach was telling me I come in clutch most of the time, so I mean, do what you do, and I really just pray to God, man. That's all I can do.
But as the RBI guy on this team, the guy that's led them all year, bases loaded, 1 down, you had to make that happen.
Yes, sir, I did.
And what was the reaction like from your teammates and everybody when it was over?
Honestly, Barney, I looked out and I seen the ball hit the ground, and I knew that we won that game. And when I turned around, I love to see they're my family. Love to see my family come out, and we all did so great.
Dogs on 1st and 3rd, 1 down. We're at the top of the 1st inning. And here's the Barton pitch, swinging a grounder over the right side of the infield, gobbled up by the first baseman. They're going to get the out at first base, but a run's going to score as Dalton McBride scores. And Lane Adams hits to the right side to drive in his 16th run of the season to put the Bulldogs up 1-0. And hits a ball up high into the air to center field, might score a run. The ball be caught by Burse. Runner 3rd tagging. Here comes the throw. It's off the glove. And the Bulldogs will have runners on 1st and 3rd and score another run. So they've scored in 5 straight frames, and now they lead by 3 for the second time at 5-2 on the. So here we go. 2 down, and let's see if Lane can keep it going because the Dogs haven't scored in this frame, but he sends one into left center field, and it drops in for a base hit. Runners on 1st and 2nd. Lane with 2 hits in the game as he continues to swing a hot stick in the postseason. 2 balls, 2 strikes. DR will try to get the out one more time to end game 1. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Big breaking ball, dove off the dish. It's another full count, Barry.
It's the action pitch right here, Barney. Something's got to happen.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Runners will be in motion with the Dogs leading by 3. Here's the stretch. Here's the pitch. Bouncing ball left side, but it's a high chopper. DR barehands it, throws to first base, and that's your ball game. DR makes the play to end it. DR, your team was scoring runs early in the ball game, so that gave you a little cushion, and you pitched very well today. Did not give up an earned run.
Yes, sir. We came out here and we were ready to compete, and we came out here, competed. The team put up a bunch of runs and able to pitch with a lead and comfy, and I felt like I had my stuff today, and Lane had his stuff today, and came out with 2 wins.
How did you, with Coach Hayes, pitch their batting order, especially Davis?
Davis is a hard person to get out, and just didn't want to throw him a fastball in there, but When we did throw him a fastball, he took care of it, but we got the job done.
Just get it up in the air deep enough to score a run at worst. 1-1 pitch. Cole swings and lines it into left field for the game-winning hit. The Toombs County Bulldogs are going to the Final Four for the first time since 1996. Lane Adams touching home. He led off the inning. He reached on the walk, and Cole Graham gets a water bath this time. Last Friday in the 8th inning, it was George Lukey, and this time it is the sophomore Cole Graham. Obviously the biggest moment of his Bulldog career as this amazing team has now won games 11 and 12 in a row to sweep the Dodge County Indians on the road. They've won 3 straight series away from Jackie Jones Field. All right, Cole Graham, bases loaded. What'd you do out there to drive in the game winner?
I had to take my time, know what I had to do. I had to sit back, wait for the ball to come in on me, and hit the ball as hard as I could.
All you guys were so calm all night in big situations. How calm were you in that situation?
We practice a good bit, and everybody's been working hard at practice this week because we want to make it far.
You guys keep coming back in tough situations. There were a lot of tough situations in this game.
Yeah, so we just work our tails off at practice and try our hardest.
One big play was that ball hit to left field, and then DR threw it to the plate. You had the plate blocked. You put on the tag and got a big out at home plate.
Yes, sir. It was 2-2 at that time, and I knew I couldn't let them score and get a run on us.
How about your pitchers today? How well did they do in this crucial situation? Lane, DR, and then Martin.
They've pitched good all year around, and they keep practicing that practice, and I know that they could do it.
Was it tough at all to catch a doubleheader today? I mean, the heat wasn't too bad, but it was just so exciting. It probably didn't bother you.
Yes, sir. I was focused on the game more than I was the heat. I didn't care about the heat. I was just going to try my hardest to do what I need to do for the team.
DR 1 for 2 with a fly ball to center, a walk and a single. First pitch from Rush to DR. Swings and hits it up high in the air, deep to left center field. This ball is carrying all the way to the fence and the warning track, and DR racing to second base with a dog double. Here's a stretch by Ross Rush. Here's the pitch, and he lines it into left center field, in for a base hit. DR Meadows rounding third. He's coming to the dish. Here comes the throw, and DR slides in head first. Bulldogs take the lead. DR flying around that third baseline, beating the throw. Dogs on top, 4-3, top of the 6th. And George Lukey does it again. His second run batted into the game, the 33rd of his senior season. 3-1 on Lane. Here's the pitch. Hits it deep to right center field. And Sanders dives. He didn't get it. The ball's bouncing to the warning track. The Dogs are going to score a run, and Lane Adams is at second base with an RBI double. George Lukey touching home, and the Dogs have a 2-run lead in the top of the 6th inning as Lane crushes a ball into right center field. Catching a ball in which he actually hit the fence, and he's out in front of this one, hits it deep to left side, and that's going to bounce in off the fence for a double. That's going to score another Bulldog run. Here comes Helton to second base, standing with his 2-bagger. Wow, he crushed that ball. Hits his 4th double, drives in his 5th run, and the Dogs lead 6-3, a 3-run top of the 6th. He has 34 hits this season, and he chops it over to the shortstop Balcom. He feels it, underhands it to second base, and the Yellow Jackets come back and win Game 1 with their 6th spot in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Meanwhile, the Bulldogs lead the bases loaded, and the Dogs lose 9-6. Another 0-2 pitch. He chases one out of the zone, swing and a miss, strike 3, and it's over. The Yellow Jackets are moving on to the state championship matchup with Elbert County. Elbert won today 6-1 in a Game 3, and the Yellow Jackets beat the Dogs 9-6 and 13-3, and a fantastic season has come to an end for the Bulldogs as they made it to the Final Four, and I could see the Dogs clapping. Coach Fitzgerald, Coach Hayes, they respect this Jeff Davis team greatly. And now both teams are coming to the center of the diamond to shake hands I wish the Yellow Jackets good luck in the next round, and for the Bulldogs, you did a fantastic job making it this far.
Our guys showed a tremendous amount of heart through the last 7 weeks. What great crowd, fan support that we had on the playoffs. Our parents have just gone above and beyond to let the kids know how proud of them they are. We're proud of them, Barney. Sometimes we're tough on them, like I told you. We don't always say the right thing. We're not always the most encouraging. But the things we're saying, we're doing because we have a higher expectation maybe for them than they even have, and see a lot more potential in them than the effort that they're giving us at times. But tip your cap to Jeff Davis. They made the plays when they had to. They got the hits when they had to. They're completely deserving of being in the state championship game next week. We wish Coach Glass and his staff and the fellas at Jeff Davis all the luck in the world. Hope they bring it home for our region.